Marriage is beautiful. Marriage can bring companionship, friendship, support, children, growth, and memories that money cannot buy. But let me tell you something many people don't talk about before saying I do. Whether you marry early or late, whether you are rich or struggling, whether you are a prayer warrior or someone who doesn't believe in prayer, there are certain realities you may have to face in marriage. And understanding these things doesn't mean marriage is bad. It simply means you should enter marriage with wisdom, maturity, and realistic expectation. So today, let's talk about 10 things you must face in marriage, whether you marry early or late. Number one is misunderstanding will happen. It's a sure banker. The first thing you must understand is that misunderstanding will happen. You and your spouse may love each other deeply and still disagree. Sometimes it may be about money, sometimes household responsibilities, and sometimes family, sometimes communication. You understand? The important thing is not to expect a marriage without a disagreement. The real question is, when the disagreement comes, can both of you resolve it without destroying each other? Marriage is not about finding someone you will never disagree with. It's about finding someone with whom you can learn how to disagree respectfully. Number two is financial pressure will come. Even the most prayerful couple can experience financial pressure. There may be times when income is low and responsibilities are high. It's a normal thing. Rentage, food, transportation, children's needs, family responsibilities, and unexpected expenses, can put pressure on the husband and the home in question. This is why couples need to talk honestly about money. Don't hide financial problems from your spouse. Don't turn every financial challenge into a competition about who contributes more. Instead, ask, how can we resolve this together? Because sometimes the problem isn't that there is no money. Sometimes the problem is that the two people are fighting each other, instead of fighting the problem. Then number three, you will disappoint each other sometimes. Yes, in marriage, you will disappoint each other sometimes. This is one reality, people don't like to hear. Your spouse will disappoint you sometimes. And you will also disappoint your spouse. There may be broken promises, forgotten dates, mistakes, poor decisions, or moments when one person simply doesn't behave the way the other expected. That doesn't automatically mean the marriage has failed or it's a bad marriage. People are human. A healthy marriage requires accountability, forgiveness, and a willingness to learn from mistakes. Okay? But remember, forgiveness doesn't mean ignoring serious wrongdoing or accepting abuse. Healthy marriage still requires respect. Healthy marriage still requires safety and responsibility. Then number four, you will sometimes need to apologize. Don't say, I am the Omega, I am the I am that I am. You are a nobody when it comes to marriage. When you know you are wrong, always try to apologize. So sometimes you will have to say, I am sorry. It doesn't take anything away from you, even when your pride doesn't want you to. Marriage teaches you that being right isn't always the most important thing. Then number five, the excitement won't last forever. When people first fall in love, everything can feel exciting. The messages, the phone call, the trips, the vibe, the dates, the gifts, the anticipation of seeing each other. But marriage eventually becomes everyday life. You wake up beside the same person, you see each other every day. You see both the bad and the good habits. You deal with bills, work responsibilities, and ordinary routine. That doesn't mean love has disappeared. It means the relationship is entering a different stage. You have to intentionally keep friendship, communication, appreciation, and affection alive. Love cannot survive on memories alone. You have to keep investing in the relationship. Then number six, family and outside interference will test you. Family and outside interference will test you. Marriage doesn't always involve just two people. Sometimes family members, friends, and even outsiders can have opinion about your marriage. Someone may tell you what your spouse is doing wrong. Someone may compare your marriage with theirs. Someone may try to influence decisions that should belong to you and your spouse. This is why healthy boundaries are important. Respect your family, but don't allow every outside opinion to control your home. A marriage needs wisdom to know when to listen and when not to. Thank you for your opinion, but this is something we need to resolve between ourselves. This should be a slogan that is always ringing in your mind anytime your spouse is reported. Then number 7, You will face seasons of loneliness. You will face seasons of loneliness. That is number 7. This may surprise people, but it's just the gospel truth. You can be married and still sometimes feel lonely. Your spouse may be busy with work. You may have different schedules. You may be physically together but emotionally disconnected from a period of time, even if you stay in the same house. Yes, even if you live together. That's why communication matters. Don't assume your spouse automatically knows what you are feeling. Speak out. Say it. I miss you. I need your attention. I feel disconnected from you. Sometimes the solution isn't leaving. Sometimes the solution begins with an honest conversation. Okay? The number 8, serious health challenges can show up. Life doesn't come with a guarantee that everyone will remain healthy forever. A spouse may become sick. A child may have unexpected health needs. An accident or other difficult circumstances, may change the family plan. That is the truth. These situations can test a couple emotionally, financially, and spiritually. This is why marriage should not only be about enjoying the good seasons. It should always involve learning how to support each other through difficult seasons. The promise shouldn't simply be, I will be with you when everything is perfect. It should be, when life becomes difficult, we will face it with wisdom and support. Then number 9, you will have to make tough sacrifices. Marriage requires sacrifices. Sometimes you may have to adjust your plan. Sometimes your spouse may need your support. Sometimes you both have to postpone something you want because another responsibility is more important. But sacrifice should not mean one person constantly loses while the other wins. It should be both parties. Okay? That is why marriage, it's all about sacrifice. It's all about both of you trying to put work together to grow the family. Okay? So what you and your partner is contributing is what builds the home. It shouldn't be just one-sided. Then number 10, you will grow in ways you never imagined. You will grow in ways you never imagined. I would say marriage can change you. Apart from changing you, it can change everything about you. Oh yes. You may become more patient, even if previously you used to be the harsh type. Yes. You may learn better and communicate better and become the best father and the best wife ever. So marriage is a teacher. The more you live with your spouse, the more you learn. You may discover weakness you didn't know you had. You may become more responsible. You may learn how to forgive. You may even discover that some of your childhood beliefs about relationship needs to change. And that's the truth. Marriage can expose areas where you need to grow. And that growth can be uncomfortable. That's the truth. But if both partners are willing to learn, marriage can become a place where two imperfect people continuously become better versions of themselves. So this is a big lesson every married man or woman should know. Okay? So whether you marry at 22, 32, 42, at 48, or even later, don't enter marriage believing that age will automatically protect you from challenges. Marrying early doesn't guarantee problems. Marrying late doesn't guarantee perfection. Your age is not the magic. Your age is not the ingredient. Character, compatibility, communication, responsibility, wisdom, and mutual respect matters enormously. Okay? And yes, prayer is important for people who practice it. But prayer should work alongside with wisdom and action. You can pray for a peaceful marriage and a peaceful home and still learn how to communicate. You can pray for financial provision and still create a responsible budget. You can pray for understanding and still listen to your spouse. It doesn't change anything. You can pray for strong home and still do the work required to build one. Because marriage isn't sustained by wishes alone. It requires two people, who are willing to learn, grow, tolerate, swallow, communicate, forgive, take responsibilities, and face life together. Because the goal isn't to find a marriage where nothing ever goes wrong. The goal is to build a relationship, where when life becomes difficult, both partners, both people know how to face the difficult moments without turning against each other. If you found this message useful, share it with someone preparing for marriage or that is into marriage already. And don't forget to subscribe to Cheetah Media and turn on the notification bell for more relationship, motivational, and educational content. Remember, marriage is not about finding a perfect person. It's about two imperfect people choosing to build something healthy, respectful, and meaningful together. You must be patient, you must tolerate, you must swallow. But at the end of the day, it's the best refreshment ever in planet Earth. Thank you, and do have a blessed day.